So just feel the connection to the earth, allowing the gravity to help ground you. From your hips all the way up to the back of the crown of your head. Just lay and just take a moment to feel. Feel if there's any resistance in your back, any resistance in your breath. Nice free breath. Allow the ripple effect of the breath to come sweeping through your spine. Just allow it to just give it a nice little refreshing ah here with your breath. Allowing the gift of gravity to give you support. Starting from your lower back, mid back, and back of your shoulders. Bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. Your knees are about hip width distance apart, and we're going to do some undulation. So just tuck your tailbone under, bring the lower part of the back heavy into the floor as your tailbone kind of swoops up. And then rock it back, tailbone back, lower back comes up into like an arch. And it's like a little wave. And once you get this movement pattern, have the breath control this movement. So find your inhale and your exhale. And keep this movement natural and keep your breath nice and natural. Soothing and relaxing. It's very subtle. Slow, soft movements in your lower back. Few more breaths here. And now raise your arms up right above your chest. Right above you. Both arms. And now extend your fingertips wide and long. Really open up those palms. And really extend those arms long. Now take those arms and now feel the gravity as you bring those arms back down to the floor along your sides. Now, generous inhale, bring the arms up and bring those arms all the way above your head as comfortable. So if it doesn't reach the floor, so be it. That's fine. Just go whatever's available. If you need to widen your arms out into a little V, that's good as well. Now you've got this stretch. We're lengthening our side body. Generous inhale here. Keep it nice. Inhale. Keep your arms up there. And then exhale, release your spine. Little spinal undulation, just like I described a minute ago. Inhale. Feeling the curve of the spine, lower spine, and then bring the lower spine into the earth, nice and heavy. Tuck tailbone under. Arms are still over your head. And now you're going to bring both knees to your chest and give them a hug. Both knees. And you're going to rock left to right, just like we do end of class. Just rock those knees. Back and forth. And now, after you do a few rounds of left to right, now let's rock front to back. back and forth, just kind of getting acquainted with what's going on, how you feel, how's the back, any stiffness. When you're ready, come back to neutral and pause. Your arms are still around your knees or behind your knees, behind your like your hamstrings. Give it a nice deep hug. And now you're going to keep that right knee in. You're going to take both hands behind that knee, and you're going to straighten out that left leg nice and long. Keep it nice and long. Left leg long. And really push that heel. Flex that left foot. Push that heel away. Now your left leg is on the mat, but your right knee is towards your chest. Now take that right knee over to the side, like as though you're going to come into a half baby pose. And take your hand right on the inside of that foot and bring that knee all the way over to your, all the way to your sides, whatever is most comfortable. Hip flexor. Just kind of embrace that. Notice what's going on there. And pause. Now bend your left knee, left foot flat on the floor. And you're going to now straighten up your right leg with your hand behind. Now you're going to bring your torso and your head up towards your right knee. And you're going to straighten that right leg up, that foot up to the ceiling. So now we're engaging our core and our abs. So nose up to the knee, and let's linger. Just linger. See if you can feel at ease. Really relax in this shape. By feeling the contact with the earth with your lower back. Just focus on just dropping and surrendering into your spine as you hold your right leg straight up to the air, your torso up towards your right knee. Linger here, but if your neck is talking to you, telling you, this may be too much, bring your head back down, but otherwise keep your head up. Yeah. And pause and breathe. Now bring your head back down. Nicely done, beautiful. Now bring that right knee into your chest one more time. And now you're going to take that right leg all the way long on the mat. Arms reach over your head. Really nice, generous, full body stretch. Both legs on the floor. Arms are up above your head and back. If you can bring it back, you can take your arms to a Y shape, or if you want gold cup pose shape, whatever. But I want you to feel and embrace the upper back into the floor. Nice long stretch. And breathe. Now, bring both knees back to your chest and hug both legs. We're going to do that same rock, left to right, just like we did before. And just reflect. We're in transition. I want you to take your time and just take a moment to feel. And notice, now pause. Stop your movement. And I want you to notice if there's a difference in how your right feels versus your left. You're going to hold on to your left, above your left knee. Or you can hold on behind your left knee. And straighten out that right leg nice and long on the mat. Flex the right foot. Push that heel away. Feel that stretch behind your ankle. Yeah, in that right foot. Lengthening while your left knee is towards your chest. Couple breaths here. Keep it natural. And when you're ready, bring that left knee over to the left, like a half happy baby. But the knee is going towards, almost towards your left shoulder, in that direction. And feel that opening in your hips. Linger. Stay with it. Find where can you relax in your body, especially around your lower hips. So you're holding on to your left knee. Now we're going to straighten that left. Actually, first, let's go ahead and bend your right knee. Right foot flat on the floor. And now you're going to extend that left. You're going to extend that left knee. You're going to straighten your left leg entirely and bring that left leg up towards the sky. Few breaths here. Flex that foot, push that heel towards the ceiling. Now lift your torso up towards that thigh. And linger. Feeling the gravity pull in your lower back. Relax, surrender. Feeling behind your shoulders, relaxing. And now focus, your breath, of course. Nice, slow, soft breath. That's free and natural to you. No pushing, no forcing. And embrace the breath. Pause here. You keep that torso up if it's available. However, if your neck starts to bother you, bring that head down and still hold on to that left leg. Now your right leg, let's extend the right leg long on the mat. Left leg is extended up to the ceiling. Feel what you can feel. Feel what you can surrender. And now bring your other leg up. 2 legs up to the ceiling. Nice. And now lift both shoulders off of the floor and reach up towards your toes if you can. Reach, reach, reach. And pause. Yeah, now bend your knees, come into a ball. Come into a ball. Yeah, your shoulder blades are up. And now finally you're going to bring the shoulder blades back onto the mat. Back onto the mat. Knees are still bent. Now we're going to take both legs out long on the mat. So you're flat on your back. Beautiful. Now we're going to take both arms up above your head. And grab opposite elbows. You can bend your elbows. This is up above your head. And now you're going to bend let's bend your right knee. Right foot flat on the floor. And now bend your left knee. Foot flat, very flat onto the floor. Lift both feet up. Both feet up off of the floor, knees above your chest. Now, legs are together, feet together, arms above your head. Take those knees over to the right, all the way over to the right. Now, your left foot's going to come off the floor because it's going to rest right on your right leg. Rest that left leg entirely with the right leg supporting. And now you got the arms above your head, and you're going to take your head is on the floor, you're going to turn your neck and look over your left shoulder. Your knees are all the way over to the right, and you're going to just really feel that spinal twist, feel that opening in your back, and breathe. And pause. And now finally bring those knees back up. Come back to neutral. And now when you're ready, take it to the second side. Arms still over your head. Want you just really stretch those armpits, those arms. Now the other choice is you can keep those arms nice and straight above your head. And take those knees all the way over to the left. And turn your head facing over to the right. And enjoy the stretch in this side. Just take a moment to feel. Take a moment to feel the expansiveness in your body, the length. Airing out your internal organs. Just air things out. Another few more seconds. Okay, beautiful. Bring your knees back to your chest. And stretch those legs long out onto the mat. Really stretch your arms overhead. Give yourself a full body stretch, please. Yeah, last body stretch. And now I'm going to join you, and we're all going to come on to all fours, hands and knees. Hope everybody can see me okay. Okay, hands and knees, please. And now we're going to do that. We're going to tuck tailbone under, scoop your navel in into your cat. Stay here, do another breath. And allow your belly to hang when you come into cow. Just let that belly hang, look up. Hang that belly, and now scoop your navel in. And go back and forth on your own. Let things hang. Okay, we're going to work some balance here. Take your right leg out long behind you. Right leg is straight and off the floor. Take your right leg, right leg back. Left hand comes up. Look up at your hand. Pause. Bring your left hand down, right leg in, back to all fours. Second side, left leg up, right hand long. Nice and long. Reach. Look at your right hand, look up. Pause, linger. And remember, anytime you've had enough, you can just bring that right hand down and just keep the left leg up if you wish. Beautiful. Bring that back down. Now let's glide back into our child's pose. And really reach those hands. Reach them in front, nice and long. This is another lengthening for your side body. I want you to focus on lengthening the side body. And bring your forehead down to the floor. And now come back up, back to all fours. Now you're going to come down. Yeah, straighten your arms, bring your hips down. You're in like a cobra shape. Well, we're going to bring that whole belly down to the floor. And bring your chin to the floor. Now feel the breath in your belly, breathing against the floor. Just take a moment to notice. Glide back up. Now we're coming into Cobra. Anytime you've got tired wrists, you can always come into Sphinx pose. And pause. This is just as good. Or you could take it up. Bring your belly down to the floor. Chin to the floor. Now raise your right leg. Raise it up. Your hips and your pelvis is grounded into the floor. Okay, so just keep that right leg up and pause. Bring the right leg down to the floor. Take your left leg up. Pause. Bring your left leg down to the floor. Now we're going to take our right cheek and place it on the floor, arms along your sides. And pause. Again, feel the breath against the belly. And now come to center with your chin on the earth. You're going to lift those arms. You're going to take your torso up, arms up, feet together. Pause. Pause. Surrender into your pelvis. Surrender into the top of your feet that's against the floor. Feel and surrender those thighs. As you lift your torso up, now take your right cheek to the floor and drop. And rest. Maybe feel your heartbeat against the floor, maybe. Want you to hear that and feel that as well as the breath against your belly. Beautiful. Bring your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes under. Toes are tucked under, kneecaps off the floor. You're going to come all the way up into your plank. Push. And then all the way back into your first downward facing dog. And pause. come into your plank, or you can come to your forearms. Another option, 2 blocks, one under each hand. In case your wrists are fussing this morning, I really want you to listen within. Give yourself what you need. And then push in, and now the weight is now more on my feet. So now I'm more comfortable. It's easier to surrender when you're happy and in a relaxed state. So make all these postures easy. And come back to down dog. Okay, I'm going to come up to your screen, check up on you. Now, just keep going back and forth. Want to make sure everyone's doing okay. Go back and forth from your plank to your downward facing dog. Back and forth. Modify as needed. Don't forget to breathe. And then when you're ready, when you come to your next plank, bring your belly to the floor, for your next plank, and you're going to glide into your cobra this time. We're going to add the cobra with an in-breath, and then exhale into down dog. Downward facing dog here. Come back to all fours. Bring your right foot forward into your low lunge. Low lunge, please. With the right foot forward. And float your arms up. Look up. And then arms go out to the side. Straighten that right leg out. Hips go back. Okay. Hips go back. Right foot is flexed. And really feel what's going on in that hamstring. Really give it a nice, generous, therapeutic stretch. Back and forth. You can go at your own pace. If you want to move faster, this is the time. We're going to start picking it up a little. And now we're going to twist, turn over to the right with our T-arms. Reach forward, right, left hand down, and right hand up. But right hand inside of that right foot. Come into your dragon pose, whatever you call this, with both hands inside of that right inner thigh, and just come all the way. If you can come down to your forearms here, great. If you want to use a block, great. And then come all the way back up. Inhale, bring the arms up. Now you're going to take your right hand all the way around behind your back with the palm facing away, taking that right hand over to your left hip. Now reach forward with your left hand and take that left hand, cross it over your right outer thigh and twist and turn. Give it a nice twist. Keep your upper body upright. Okay, use that left hand to push you back into a back bend shape. Tone your belly. And now softly turn back to the front. Take your right leg back to our all fours, and take it back into downward facing dog. And pedal your dog. And breathe. And bring the left foot to the front, right knee down, float the arms up. Now I know this practice is slow, smooth. And no, this is not calisthenics, but this is a focus to the mind and body and integrating the two into one. So we're going to twist, turn over to the left with the arms out. And take it back up. And twist, turn over to the right. And kind of go down, and yeah, you can come down lower and move forward and then move back. All right, arms back up. Right hand, if you like, bring it all the way down to the floor and reach up with your left hand. And surrender. All right, take a moment to relax here. And take that arm forward, which is the left hand. Take it back up. And now, it's going to be the left hand all the way around your back. Actually, it's the other hand. My bad. Left hand all the way around your back. Left hand on your right hip. And now do your twist over to the left with the right hand crossing over your left outer thigh. Tone your belly. Whew. Sometimes the balance, this is all about balance too. Yeah, this is good. It's good for strength and balance. So in this practice, it's not all about flexibility. It's about lengthening. There's a difference between length and flexibility. And I want you to focus, when you focus on length, you have more of the yogic benefit, and you tend to less compare yourself to your flexi friends. So we don't want to do that because that takes away from your practice. Okay, straighten out that right thigh. Now straighten out that right leg and sit back on left leg, and sit back on your right heel and flow. Do your little flow back and forth at your own pace, and you can go as deep as you like or as light as you like, your pick. But just find your own personal dance here with your own movement. Straighten and then bend. And twist over again to the left. And stretch back up. And straighten that leg out. And take right hand on the hip, just the right hand up and out and long. Pause here. And lengthen that right side. All right. Hands down to the floor. Lift that right kneecap off of the floor. You're in a runner's lunge. And you're going to step that right foot to meet the left foot, hanging in your first forward fold. Believe it or not, we're in a forward fold. First one. Gosh, and the class is more than halfway done, and we're doing a forward fold. Okay, everybody looks great. Forward fold. We're at the top of the mat. First sun salutation. All right, stand nice and tall. Inhale, raise the arms up and feel the contact. Now really surrender your feet into the earth and just feel your feet against the mat. Tone your belly as you raise your arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back almost. Hands on the hips, shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades back. And forward fold, step back into your plank pose. Take it down to the earth. Inhale, peel the heart up and open. And exhale, downward facing dog. And take your right foot up, nice and high. Yeah. And bring your right foot to the front of the mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale, float the arms up, warrior one. And relax. Cool down the breath and still the mind and just plain let it be. You can reach up higher and straighten both legs. And then bend that right knee, bend the left knee, go down lower. And extend up, lengthening the body. And take it lower. And up. Take the hands down. Take the right foot back into your plank. And travel down towards the earth. Inhale, peel the heart up. Exhale, take it to down dog. And pause for a breath or two. Take the left leg up. Now let's pause here. Lifting that leg up and bring that left foot forward. Runner's lunge. Inhale, take your arms up, warrior one. And pause here. And lower it down. You can take the arms down along with it. And raise up. Now my right heel is off the floor so that I can keep myself vertical. I don't want to slouch over. And last one. So warrior one. Perfect warrior one. Yes, very perfect. All right, take your hands down by the left foot. Take it all the way back. And again, now you can do your mini vinyasa flow or you can skip it. And meet me in down dog at any time. I'm in cobra, pausing, taking a break. And anytime you want to take a break, please do so. In child's pose or down dog is another place you can take a break. Or whatever pose you choose, take a break. Now let your head dangle. All right. Releasing the back of your ears and releasing your neck. Walk your hands back. Hands along the sides of your ankles. Knees are bent. And let yourself drop. Inhale, chair pose. And pause. I'm going to come up to the screen, but I want you to pause in your chair. The challenge today is I want you to relax and surrender in your chair pose. Surrender. Relax. Feel the gravity pull in your feet, back of your hips. See if you can soften your contact with the earth and just relax right here. Now, if you're looking up and your arms up above your head, if you feel like you're pushing and straining, you can back off on that. You can bring your hands down a little bit if you like. That's only an option. But ideally, we want our arms up and keep that back. And you want your collarbones to be nice and up so that you can get breath and airflow through your chest and have some room to breathe here. A lot of slouching, it's hard to breathe. Pause here, another few breaths in your chair. I know. And from your chair pose, and I'm going to meet up out there with you. From your chair pose, I want you to drop your hands down. Knees are still bent. Straighten your legs, forward fold. And take your hands along the sides, actually heel toe in. Hands along the sides of your shins. Push your shins in and push against your palms. You can feel that activation in your lower body. Knees are a little bent still. And then take the arms all the way to the sides. Take it all the way up. And take it to Namaste. Beautifully done. Now we're going to go into our Warrior 2 series. Stepping your right foot forward. Getting ready to land in Warrior 2 with the arms out to the sides. Now look up at your hand, straight ahead, your right hand. Right knee is bent. Belly is toned. Take your hips under. And find your comfortable breath here. So we're going to imagine we have a beach ball and take that left arm under and the right arm up. And you're going to lean back and do vice versa. Take the left arm up, right arm under, right shoulder down towards that right thigh. Back and forth on your own. Little flow action. Movement. Movement is a good way to relieve agitation so that you can surrender. And so in meditation is stillness. Yes, we do a lot of stillness practice in meditation, but we also do a movement practice so that we can be still. It's hard to relax when you're not relaxed. It's hard to be still. That's the case for me. So that's why we do all these heavy-duty movements. All right, now let's come all the way over to your extended side angle pose. Right forearm on right thigh, and left arm is lifted up over your head. And reach. And take it back to Warrior 2. And take your left foot in for your Peace Warrior. Straighten your right leg out long. Little back bend action here. And right arm all the way up. And take it all the way back down. All right, so from here, heel toe your left foot back. We're going to do our side dog. Straight arms, hands along right hand along the right foot, left hand way out there long, and push into those hips. Really open that up. This is your moment of surrender and release. So rest here. All right, right hand way out there, along with your left hand. And now still, your right knee is still bent and you're still pushing away. And now you're going to walk your hands in towards the middle, both feet, parallel your feet, reorganize your legs so that you're in a wide straddle dog. Pushing out with your outer feet. Hands come down. You can take your head to a block or bolster or wherever, or maybe nothing at all. But rest your hairline of your forehead onto something and release. Surrender and release. All right, take it back up when you're ready. And now we're going to pivot over towards our left foot, left leg, getting ready for warrior two on side two. Windmill the right arm all the way around and use your oblique to pull you up. Not your back, your sides. All right, here we are. Warrior two, second side, gaze over your left fingertips. Neck is long, ears are away from your top of your shoulders. Arms are even. Beach ball. Take that left arm under, right arm up, over. And then take it all the way around. And all the way around. Back and forth at your own pace. Okay. When you're done with that, let's land in extended side angle pose. Left forearm is resting on your left thigh. Right arm is up. Tone your belly. Bring that right arm back. Bring it back. Open collarbones. And pause. And then take it back up. Heel toe your right foot in a little bit. Peace warrior. Left arm is up, right hand on your hip or down your right thigh. Keep their belly toned. But when I say keep your belly toned, I don't want you to tighten your belly. I want you to relax your belly, but just bring awareness to your belly. When you bring awareness to your belly, that keeps it nice and toned. All right, back and forth. Extend side angle pose in your peace warrior. Back and forth. And just linger whenever you feel like lingering. And now take your left hand, all the way inside of that left inner thigh, and take your right hand way out. Arms are straight, like as though you're in downward facing dog, side dog. Push that elbow into your left inner thigh. And breathe. And surrender. Now, it's always a good idea to breathe through the nostrils rather than the mouth. All right, now we're done with that. Now back to the center, and now bend your right knee. This is on your own. Let's start off with hands on the hips. Actually, let's come up, excuse me, straight. Legs are out in a straddle, hands on the hips. Let's bend the right knee. Now come into almost like a flat back shape and take it over to the other side. Left knee bends, right leg. Look how I flex my right foot when I go over towards my right side. I'm going to do the same thing with my left side. Flex the left foot and back and forth on your own. Okay? Keep going. Inner thigh work. Lovely, huh? Yeah, I can feel those inner thighs. Big time. And when you feel like you're warmed up, heel toe out even farther, and then bring your forearms onto the floor. And really, really almost like as though you're in a straddle. Or maybe you can come into a split. Whatever works for you. I just want you to really just kind of pause here and feel that length, not the stretch. Feel that length. Imagine your legs just suddenly became an inch longer. We want to take that leg and stretch it away from your pelvis. Add some space there. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Take it back up. Heel toe in. Or jump in, either way, and come back up to standing. All right, now we're going to come into our balance. So ground in your right leg, perhaps maybe bending that knee, and then lifting your left knee up. Arms can go wherever you feel stable. So that means you're going to have a curious mind and just try exploring that. And then take it up. And let's pause into our tree pose. Find your drishti point. I'll talk you through this. Drishti point. Find something to relax your mind on. Really surrender into your tree. Surrender. Tree pose, surrender. Notice, feel your body temperature. Is it changing when you balance and you're still? Now from your tree pose, actually you can bring that left knee in, out in front. If you could straighten it out, you may. And then come in. You can bring that foot down, shake it out. Let's get ready to transition on your second side and go for it whenever you're ready. Lift up the opposite knee. And then finally take it into your tree pose when you feel ready. And just pause. Notice what's arising. What is arising? Now from that tree pose, if you'd like, you can go ahead, bring that knee that's out in tree pose, bring the one that's off the floor, bring that knee in towards your front. Now straighten that leg out if it's available. Now you can use a strap on that foot if you wish. So I like to take my time with these transitions, but if you have a strap, always have it handy. And if you have a wall or a piece of furniture, go ahead and just straighten it out. Now we did this on the floor. So I want you to feel the difference, what it's like on your back with your leg coming up versus when you are standing on one leg and bringing a leg up. Just take a moment to check that out with a curious mind. There's many ways of doing this. Few breaths here. Okay, bring the foot down after you've had enough, of course, or linger if you're in your happy place. I certainly don't want to shorten that experience for you, but once you're done, we're going to now do our Warrior 3. So stand at the back of the mat. I'm going to place something for balance for myself because of my personal injury. You know, my practice is not the norm, but the important thing is to keep practicing every day. Obstacles come up in life and, you know, it happens. So practice anyway. Maybe you can only practice 10 minutes. That's okay. Just lay on your mat for 5 minutes is all it takes. Okay, right foot forward. Just a little inspiration for you. Now, Warrior 1, everybody knows this. And now step your left foot in, ground and surrender into your right leg, and take it all the way up into your Warrior 3. I like to use a prop first, and then take my hands away from the prop. Want to make sure I'm fully stable before I begin. Pause here. Surrender. Step back. Now be sensitive too, as well. And come back to Warrior 1. And step back to the back of the mat once again. Okay. Second side. Left knee up, do a gigantic step, and Warrior 1, and pause for a breath, or 2, or 3, or 4. And then get grounded first before you take off. Get nice and grounded, surrender into that left foot, and whenever you're ready, go ahead and lift that right leg up. Now, I'm a little weaker on this side because of my injury. So it is what it is. So I'm going to start over again. So if you get off balance, start over. Now watch this. I'll be a lot more stable the second round. It happens. So pause and linger in your Warrior 3 on the second side. And just soften behind your eyes while you're at it. And maybe draw your hands together like a prayer while you're in Warrior 3. That's another good place to be. Okay, once you're done with that, we haven't done our pigeon yet, but let's start off in our downward facing dog. And I'll talk you through this part. And take your right foot up, three-legged dog. And bring your right knee forward. Right foot, left side of the mat, and just surrender to the floor. Bring your hips to the floor and come into your pigeon. And pause. Now you can come to your forearms. So the left leg is behind you, nice and long. Let's make that leg long. And just surrender and release. And be sensitive. When we're sensitive, we can reorganize our body so that we can make it easier to surrender. Make it easy. Yeah. Okay. Let's get ready to switch sides. Switch sides. So now we're in our pigeon. Take that right knee back. You're in a plank, and then bring the left knee in. This is not my pretty side. So bring your left knee in and bring your foot over to the right side of the mat. And drop on side 2. Just feel that settling. And let your mind ride with your breath as you're resting here, as you're surrendering, and you're like, oh, what do I do now? You know, we start getting our monkey mind when we stay still in these poses. If that happens, then place your mind on the breath and feel that ripple effect going through the spine. This is a great way to redirect for your mind. Just relax. Our favorite pigeon pose. Another 5 breaths or so. I'm going to get ready to transition. And then finally, come to the floor. You're sitting on the floor, knees are bent, and I will do this with you. Okay. And just pause here and close your eyes. Now a little back bend here. Push through your palms. And now take your knees over to the right. We did this lying on our backs, remember? It's harder when you're sitting up, I think. But we're going to do it here on sitting up. And now take your knees over to the left. Both knees are together. Okay, beautiful. Now from here, soles of the feet together, completely together, and bow down. Just so that we can surrender. Surrender into your cobbler's pose, they call this. Feet close in. And come all the way. And now come back up. Bring your knees together. Bend your right knee and straighten your left. And sit tall. Get your seat. And let's glide down our left leg with the left hand on that left foot with the right arm up and over your right ear. And bring that arm back. Open that collarbone wide. And then take it back up. Switch sides. Same thing. Switch sides. Left knee is bent. And then glide over your right leg and do the same thing on the second side. Bring that left arm back and pause. Maybe 2 or 3 more breaths here. And then take it back up. Now, from here, straighten both legs out. Straighten both legs out. Straighten both legs out. And now bring your arms up. Arms up with straight legs. Push your belly forward and bring your hands down by your sides. And lift your hips up and look up. And bring your hips back and glide over your legs and surrender. Let's do that again. Little circle here. Inhale, arms up, hands along the sides. Lift the hips up, 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 up. Make it higher. You can linger here. Bring the hips down, arms up, and then surrender over your legs. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Hands along the sides. Lift your hips up high. Nice and high. And then surrender. Okay, now we're going to do our bridge. We're going to do our bridge, and then we're going to prepare for relaxation and Shavasana. We're also going to do our inversion time as well. So before you go into bridge, get your setup. If you know you're going to be by a wall or need a blanket or bolsters, go get yourself ready for that too. All right, so you're on your back. Lift your hips up high. Now some of you may want to do a wheel. I'm not going to do it today because of my knee. So go ahead and just lift the hips up. I'm going to raise my arms high over my head. Nice and high. Lift those hips high. High, high, high. Bring the arms straight up above your chest. And then bring your arms down. Keep those hips up. Your arms are going to surrender into the earth. Back of the arms into the earth. Bring your feet up closer to your sit bones. And come into your relaxing bridge. Now in your bridge, I want you to surrender here, feeling your gravity pull into your upper back, your feet, that's pushing your hips up. Just feel the gravity assist with your surrender. Lengthen out your side body. And when you're ready, you can stay here as long as you wish. You can go ahead, whenever you're ready, bring the hips down and come into your inversion, like placing a block underneath your sacrum and bringing your feet up to the sky. Some of you may want to go ahead into your shoulder stand. That's another good one. If shoulder stand is in your practice, go for it. Okay, just go ahead and go right into it. Otherwise, if it's not in your practice, let's go ahead with a block underneath the sacrum and just lift your hips, your legs up. Hands out to the side. And allow your shoulder blades to drop. And pause here and rest there. Now you guys stay there. I'm going to come up to the screen.